Abraham Lincoln, human rights hero.
As a child, Abraham Lincoln's family were farmers in Kentucky. Lincoln worked on the farm, but he resented his father's poor education and read whenever it was possible.
Amen.
Now we get today to our main topic. Slavery. Slavery is a sin! It's a sin!
Start yelling, bang.
Devil! Slavery is for the devil! The devil! Slavery, ladies and gentlemen, is a sin of this great country of ours and this Holy Baptist Church and all of us in it. And I'll read in the Bible, it says, the Lord shall call all of his sons and daughters equals. Well, how come our equals are slaves?
Although they were poor, Abraham Lincoln's parents were well-respected members of a Baptist church. The church was anti-slavery, and Lincoln was greatly influenced by
Slavery's
this.
a sin.
In 1858, Lincoln, a Republican, returned to politics and was featured in a popular debating campaign against Senator Stephen Douglas, who was a Democrat. Altogether, there were 7 debates between the two men, and the main topic in which they discussed was slavery. Lincoln despised slavery and declared it an injustice. As a result of these debates, Lincoln was invited to New York in 1860 to speak at the Cooper Union. He spoke about slavery.
On May 9, 1860, Lincoln organized a campaign for the election. Unlike the other candidates, Lincoln chose not to give a speech, but had the support of thousands of Republicans across the country.
Now, after many votes have been cast in,
On November 6, 1860, the votes were counted, and Abraham Lincoln was elected the 16th President of the United States. He won entirely from the votes of the North, a total of 1,866,452 votes.
Oh.
Woohoo!
President of 1860.
After Lincoln's inauguration, several states expressed their desire to leave the Union. On December 20, 1860, South Carolina was the first to leave. Then in February of 1861, Florida, Mississippi, Georgia, Alabama, Louisiana, and Texas followed South Carolina.
Where it's at.
2 months later, on April 12, 1861, the Civil War began. 3 days after, on April 15th, Lincoln ordered 75,000 troops to recapture forts, protect the capital, and preserve the Union. The next year, Lincoln issued the Emancipation Proclamation in 1863, which would free the slaves and allow them to participate in the Army and the Navy. The Civil War continued because of the rebellion and lasted from 1861 until June 1865. The North achieved victory and slavery was abolished for good. The Union was also saved.
Lincoln's assassination was one of the most major events during the Civil War. While at Ford's Theater on April 14, 1865, Lincoln was shot by a man named John Wilkes Booth, who resented Lincoln greatly for freeing the slaves.